So I'm hiking along this morning on Thursday, April 20th. And it dawns on me today is 420. And up the trail towards the end of my day, I will be crossing mile marker 420. And there's a bunch of youngsters behind me that are going to celebrate. Anyway, about an hour and a half into my walk, I suddenly come upon a little sunny spot, and there's a bench right here. And a view. What the heck? I stopped to make my coffee and breakfast. So right here, I got my coffee brewing, my breakfast in my oatmeal, my little breakfast bar. It's still a little chilly out, but this is going to be a fine day. I had a good night's sleep last night. I was all bundled up in my little cocoon. Stayed warm, slept, made up for the miserable night the night before. Which wasn't miserable, but it was epic. It was exhausting. I needed the rest. So I'm going to hammer out some good miles today and set myself up for an easy day into Hampton, Tennessee. Which another thing that dawned on me was I'm coming up here. Hampton, Tennessee. Why did that keep ringing a bell to me? The first bike race I ever won, Criterium bike race, as a Cat 4 racer, was in Hampton, Tennessee. In downtown Hampton, around, the old city block. And I have a picture. I'll find it and I'll stick it in this video. My first bike race victory, Hampton, Tennessee. I don't know, sometime back in I don't even know when. Anyway, that's what's going on so far. I'll talk to you later. All right, I'm 10 or 11 miles into today's hike, and we've had just nice rolling ups and downs. A couple of them are steep, but no 5,000, 6,000 foot mountains. So, been able to just roll along pretty nice. For a while there, I was hiking with a guy, trail name Farmall, because he is a collector of vintage farm equipment, primarily tractors, from up around I guess Vermont, New Hampshire area. And he also leads some hiking groups up there, so he knows the whole north end of this trail. And he's about my age, a couple years younger. His whole life he's been a farmer and a truck driver, and fascinating guy. I think his real name is Mike Fuller, and his dad was Clarence I. Fuller, and I only know that because his dad, he was talking about his dad a lot, and who tragically died when Mike was only 14, and in a logging accident. But he also got Mike into all the farming and farming equipment collecting, and started him off with some vintage trucks, one called Betsy that was starred in a film called Northern Boundaries. Anyway, the guy has a lot of wonderful stories and knows a lot about farming and sugaring and potatoes and oh my gosh, fascinating. I slowed way down just to stay with him. It's not every guy my age is in as good a shape, I guess, as I am. But I'm feeling good today. I had a good night's sleep, and he stopped to make a wardrobe adjustment because it's warming up. Started off really cold this morning, And, you know, I'm in my shorts and stuff today too. But, so I took that opportunity to put some distance between us so I could rock out a few miles at my tempo. Which even most of the youngsters are like, dude, you're too fast. But I'm just doing what feels good, having fun. And heading to Laurel Fork Shelter, which will make a nice easy 17-mile day for me. Easy because it's not any wicked mountains. The trail's pretty easy to negotiate today. And I got a good night's sleep for a change. So all things favorable for hiking. And from there, that sets me up for about a 7-mile walk into Hampton, Tennessee, to the Boots Off Hostel, where I plan to spend 2 nights. Although, you know what? I really don't need a 0. I don't feel tired. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm just gonna, let the old body it gets stronger if you let it rest. And that's, this trip is still just beginning. Although again, today is 420. I am coming up on mile marker 420. And that number has not been lost on the stoner crowd that's out here today. Nice young kids. I'm happy they're having fun. It's all good. I don't care. I don't judge people where they are in their journey. I, have taken a journey down that road and kind of hit my quota, lifetime quota, and was done. I don't know, that was maybe 20 years ago or more. And not for me to judge anybody else. But happy to be out here following the white blazes today. And let's see who else. Oh, Minnesota. Saw Minnesota come by again. Met her in Hot Springs. She was at Elmer's. We had dinner together one night, her and I and maybe half a dozen other hikers that night. And she's moving along real well. And a couple other young groups I keep leapfrogging with. And it's cool. There's a couple of handsome dogs out here. One that's some sort of a mixed dingo breed that is a feisty little guy. I like that one. And then there's another one that's this big, long-haired, white, I don't know, some sort of, it's not a Great Dane, but a very large variety of dog with long hair. And he seems to be having fun. Well, and also young, in that 3-year-old range, which is, I think, a good year for the dogs. You don't want them too young. You don't want puppies out here. And, the older dogs, it's too hard. It's just too hard. But a 3-year-old dog can do it. All right. Champ hikes. All right, here's just a little look at the trail coming in to, I'm coming in to Laurel Fork Shelter here shortly. I'm at about mile 15 for the day. And the trail has been a lot of downhill lately, so. And all day it's just been, there hasn't been any killer climbs, just nice rolling and, like you see, fairly well-groomed trails. So kudos to the trail makers here in this part of Tennessee. Nice job, y'all. I am enjoying it. Had some fabulous views. I just took stills, some photos, and I'll probably stick them in the video here too. But yeah, you get to see kind of what I'm looking at. Of course, I have to kind of watch my feet. You can look around a little bit, but there we go. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Laurel Falls. So I'm bookending my day today with waterfalls. How nice is that? Pretty awesome.